Hi everybody, welcome to Phoenix English. Today's lesson is a grammar lesson about everybody's favorite grammar point, articles. More specifically, the definite article, the. What we're going to look at is one part or one usage of the definite article. There are so many different rules and so many different usages of the articles, the, and, or no article. So I can't obviously look at everything. I'm going to look at one very specific element or usage of the article. When to use or when not to use the article the with abstract nouns. And then I'm also going to look at the same or similar situation with singular and plural nouns that they include a whole collection of things. You'll understand a lot more when I get to that. We're going to start with an abstract noun. First of all, what does this mean? What is an abstract noun? An abstract noun has a few different features, different ways to recognize that is abstract. First of all, it is intangible. It means it cannot be sensed. You can't use the five senses to notice this thing. You can't touch it, you can't see it, you can't smell it, you can't taste it, you can't hear it. Okay? But it's definitely still a real thing. Usually it's because this real thing is just an idea or a concept. Basically, it's in your mind. And generally, it is unquantifiable. It means you can't measure it. You can't count it. Some examples are love, happiness, society, technology, and education. Now, before you tell me, well, society is a real thing or technology is a real concrete thing, it's not. Society is a collection of people. The people are real. Society is an idea. Technology. You can talk about devices. You can talk about the internet. You can talk about smartphones. But technology is just all of these things together. It's an idea that develops and changes. Education. You can talk about schools, students, and teachers, but education itself is a process. It's an idea that we use to learn things and develop things. So, all of these are abstract nouns. Now, when you're using them in a sentence, are you going to put the in front of these or not? Well, yes, that's your answer. Some cases, yes, you will use the definite article. In other cases, you will not. When you're talking about these things in a general idea, you're just talking about love as an idea, as a concept, you're not gonna use the article. If you're talking about love as a qualified thing, then you will use the. Now, what do I mean by qualified? If you make it very specific to a very specific person or a very specific situation, then you're making it a single thing that belongs to that situation or that person. Okay? Let's look at an example. The modern technology is changing the society. Now, is this sentence using the correctly or incorrectly? The answer is that is incorrectly. You do not need the here. Modern technology. I'm not talking about smartphones. I'm not talking about computers. I'm talking about everything that is part of technology. It's just one general abstract idea. So I'm not talking about anything specific within that technology. Is changing the society? Well, technically, there are many different types of societies. There's like Asian society, and Western society, and Northern society, and Southern society. So all of these things are different aspects. But when you're talking about society as an idea, you don't need the article. Modern technology is changing society. Let's look at another example. Technology of the future will change societies that embrace it. Now, do I need any articles here? Well, here we are talking about a specific technology. Technology 100 years from now will be very different than technology today. So then you can look at it as two different specific technologies. So here I need the technology of the future. Now, you'll notice that I'm using of as a way of qualifying the technology that I'm talking about specifically. So this is one way of qualifying. You can use of or you can use a defining adjective clause. The technology of the future will change societies that embrace it. But as soon as you have an identifying adjective clause, then you need a definite article, because now I'm talking about very specific societies. Here, general idea, no article. Here, specific and qualified nouns, abstract nouns, I do need the definite article. Now, the same sort of thinking, the same sort of rules applies to when we are talking about something in general, or we are talking about the whole group of this something. Let me give you a couple more examples. Okay, so now we are going to look at a different context for the same basic idea. Lions are fierce animals. The lion is a fierce animal. Both of these sentences are correct. If I talk about lions, I'm talking about all lions. If I'm talking about the lion, I'm talking about this specific type of animal. In this case, both work because here I have a plural and I'm including all of them, right? The lion, though, when we are talking about like the genus, basically, or the family of animal, I can say the dog is the most domesticated animal, for example, or dogs are the most domesticated. In this case, it's okay because if I say the lion, I can picture all lions. If I say the dog, I can picture all dogs. But I probably wouldn't say the dog when I'm talking about all dogs. Let me give you an example why. Whales are the largest sea mammals, okay? Whales are. I'm talking about all whales. Here I could say the whale is the largest when I'm talking about this particular type of animal. Technically, this is correct, but I would not ever write the whale because if you think about all the different whales, what types of whales can you think of? Do you know what a humpback whale or a blue whale is? Do you know what an orca is? Blue whale and orca. These two whales are completely different from each other. The blue whale is huge. It's like the biggest animal on the earth. Orcas are big, but not that big. So they're very, very different animals, although technically both are whales. So because there are such differences, I would just stick to whales without the article. Lions, generally, there's not too many types. There's a mountain lion, there's a regular safari lion, like jungle lion, but generally they're all the same. And then I can talk about the lion as a general term about this specific animal. Whales, because there's so many, I would just stick to the plural without the definite article. So, I know articles are a little bit tricky, but again, it's all about practice. In the meantime, if you liked the video, please give me a like and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. See you soon.